Okay, we're going now to the 119-pound championship match of the National High School Wrestling Championships. And that features, in the red on the scoreboard and the gold singlet, Skylar Holman from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And in the blue, the green on the scoreboard, Aaron Holker from Orem, Utah. The second of our 4 Utah finalists. Holker grew up in Minnesota, did most of his youth wrestling there, moved to Utah with his family right before high school and became a 3-time state champion there at Orem High School. Also 4th in the state as a freshman, as we have a little bit of injury time here for Skylar Holman.
Holman a little bit upset, may have just gotten a headbutt or something to the eye.
Just a few seconds into that match, and we have a stoppage. Skylar Holman from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, was the Class 5A state champion in Oklahoma this year and was a 2-time state champion overall, also a 4-time state place winner. Finished 2nd and 3rd also during his high school career. Both of these wrestlers very experienced in the off season. And you know, we just saw Ryan Lewis in the finals at 112 win the title. The whole 112, 119-pound class across all the classes in Utah these last couple of years, Ed, has been one of the toughest in the country. Not only with Ryan Lewis, with Aaron Holker, with a couple of other young men out there in Utah who did not make this trip because a couple of them are still underclassmen. We may see them in future years. But you want to talk about 4 or 5 great guys in Utah, all at the same weight class or a couple of weight classes. They've had that the last couple of years, and that's why you see Ryan Lewis here on television. That's why you see Aaron Holker here on television. It's just an example of the depth that is forming in Utah in high school wrestling.
Very well said, Rob.
And a lot of depth in the lower weights in Oklahoma also, and Skylar Holman an example of that. And they're still working on his forehead there. We'd only wrestled about 8 seconds into the match, and we're have to clear up the blood stoppage. Of course, all kinds of precautions necessary to make sure that there is no contamination, and which has happened certainly in the last few years in high school wrestling. And as is used in high school wrestling, a 5-minute blood clock in addition to the 2-minute injury clock used here in the championships.
Looked like just something as simple as a headbutt. When you're dealing with anything like the head and the chin with the skin right next to bone, you'll get a tear. You'll get a quick tear, and it looks a little messy for the viewers, but not, I hate to say typical, but it's a job hazard.
It's one of the things that these guys are used to now, and after many years in the sport, and only 8 seconds wrestled there, and almost a brand new match, just with a little new piece of headgear by Skylar Holman there. Opening seconds of the match, 119-pound match here in the 9th annual NHSCA Health South National High School Wrestling Championships, and carry attempt there by Aaron Holker, and the reshot by Holman, and he gets the first 2 points of the match in a 2-0 lead.
Holman went underhooks, Holker went knee tap, Holman came right back and just ran him over with those hooks again. Nothing fancy, 2-point takedown.
Kind of a cow catcher there, and 2-0 the score for Skylar Holman of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, in the gold singlet, working tough on top against Aaron Holker. And now the far leg, far arm tilt made famous by Johnny Jones, the former Iowa State wrestler, kind of called a Johnny Jones tilt now. And the reversal by Aaron Holker, and it's a 2-2 score.
Holman just guilty of being over-aggressive. Had the arm trap, went back hook, real nice elbow to the back. Instead of easing him back, he yanked him back. Holker taking advantage of it, came through nicely, got in good position, arm through, scored the reversal.
Tony Phillips whistles him off the mat with 38 seconds left in the first period and a 2-2 score. Aaron Holker in the blue singlet from Orem, Utah, the 3-time Utah State champion, working on top. These are the finals of the 9th annual NHSCA Health South National High School Wrestling Championships. Rob Sherrill along with Ed Ferraro bringing you the action of the 14 championship matches. 2 champions decided already. Tony Perez of Santa Ana, California at 103, the winner. And Ryan Lewis of Bernal, Utah, the come from behind winner in an exciting match at 112 pounds as Tony Phillips brings him to a stalemate with 11 seconds left in the first period. And still a 2-2 score. I
believe was that a warning for stalling there, Rob? I would have liked to have seen a stalemate, but I think Phillips hit him for stalling. He had the legs in, and very difficult when you're tied up and you're out of position. And once again, that's where Holker finds himself. Anyway, we're ending the period 2-2.
Holker able to hang on with the leg ride there. And 2-2 with a period in the books here at 119 pounds. And the option goes to Holman. He'll defer the choice to Aaron Holker, who chooses down. No advantage really be gained there by taking the option yourself, so Holman defers, and he'll have the option for the third period. And Holker trying the stand-up here, trying to break the hands.
Smart choice on both wrestlers. Let's see what Mr. Holman has on top. Right now, just a little bit heavy up top with a half a spiral.
Skylar Holman on top here. Still a 2-2 score. Minute 35 left in the second period. The 119-pound championship match. We're at the A.J. Palumbo Center here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The finals of the 9th annual NHSCA Health South National High School Wrestling Championships, and the switch in the reversal for Aaron Holker and a 4-2 lead. A minute 10 left here in the second period. And Tony Phillips blows him off the edge. They'll come back to the center. A minute 6 left to go. And you see right there the 4-2 lead for Aaron Holker, trying to become the second of our National High School Wrestling Championships from the state of Utah.
Skylar Holman's going to have to generate a little offense now out of the bottom. Can't hang around knowing that Holker will throw legs and lace in there. And that's a little bit difficult on a person when you're slow and coming out of the bottom. Right there, if you see Robbie cheated the leg in, didn't do anything, but just kind of cheated it in, it's called. And now he's in real good position.
Holker in there with the legs. Holman trying to bump him high. And rather than give up the reversal, Holker did the smart thing there. Stepped off and took the escape, and we'll have an injury time again with 37 seconds left in the second period. Holker still in the lead, now by a 4-3 score.
Now Holker did well, got his legs in and was real nice up on top. What he did was he created the cardinal sin of getting both objects on one side. In other words, leg on one side, arm on one side. And that was with a lot of help from Mr. Holman, who kind of shouldered him over there. Once again, you deal with quality wrestlers. Position is everything. You get in some positions, you feel comfortable. Your defensive man also has his own thoughts. Holman doing a real good job. They're just shouldering his way through.
There you see some of the near capacity crowd here at the A.J. Palumbo Center. This beautiful facility for wrestling on the campus of Duquesne University here in Pittsburgh. And still working on Skylar Holman, and getting a little bit of extra tape added there to keep the blood from coming through.
Yeah, they left him the Dennis the Menace look. You're just a little bit of hair on the top, and that's about all you see out of him.
About a minute 48 left on Holman's blood time now, and 37 seconds left to go here in the second period. The 119-pound championship match here of the 9th annual NHSCA Health South National High School Wrestling Championships. They're cleaning the blood up off the mat, and Tony Phillips will start them on the feet, and they're ready to go. 35 seconds left.
one hidden thing occurs with injury time being what it is, and to nobody's fault, is both wrestlers are very fresh at this point. We're over halfway through the match, and they are ready to go. 4-3 bout, we should see some action picking up.
Less than 20 seconds left to go here in the second period, and the ankle pick tried by Holker. Holman tried to step over, and no points. 9 seconds left to go in the second period as Tony Phillips brings him back for a fresh start.
Real close with that ankle pick, just didn't finish it up by running him over. Easier said than done, Rob.
3 seconds left to go in the second period, and with a period left to go, 4-3 still in favor of Aaron Holker of Orem, Utah, the three-time Utah State champion. And Skylar Holman with the choice now will take down, looking for an escape that would tie the score.
Well, Skylar Holman has felt a little bit of what Holman has in every situation on top. Not only smartly chooses bottom, but maybe feels a little more comfortable about being there now than in the first period. Once again, feeling what the top man did have for you. There's a downside to that. Sometimes guys keep things in their back pocket right here, hipping him over. We haven't seen that. He's just rolling the hip, and once you have that right now, it's very difficult to see. But Holman was in very, very bad position and has fought out of that.
Holker working hard with the legs. Had the trying to work the high leg over on that last series, and Tony Phillips blows a stalemate with 1:24 left to go. Still a 1-point lead for Aaron Holker of Orem, Utah. 4-3 the score. In the 119-pound championship match here in the National High School Wrestling Championships. Rob Sherrill, Ed Ferraro bringing you the action. The third of 14 championship matches. 2 high school national champions have already been crowned. Who will be the third one?
Aaron Holker, again, hipping the leg over, getting Holman out of position. What Holman has to do, which right now is very difficult, he's got to beat him inside. In other words, that leg coming in, you've got either inside sit or inside stand on that side, and at least give yourself an advantage to getting out. Now we have a stalling call, and 1 point. We're tying the match up.
And that changes the complexion of the match completely. Now a 4-4 tie, and an escape could win it for Holman. 59 seconds left to go, and Holker says that's enough. Well, he gave the optional start, and now he decides to make the conventional start, and again, he's going to work on the top, brings Holman back down. Looks like he's going to continue to try and win it on the mat. And now Holker looking for maybe a tilt. Holman works out of that. 40 seconds left to go, and it's a 4-4 score, and Holker working a little bit harder on top now.
Holker working much harder on top. Holman not knowing. Now we have a cradle situation. He's got the cradle, and he's got back points.
Boy, what a great situation there by Holker. Holman was not out of bounds. He was in bounds, and Holker got the count and was able to score. Boy, you know, Holman almost rolled all the way out of bounds to get that shoulder out, but both shoulders were in on that series, and the last few seconds now ticking off.
We have no back points. Okay, there they are. Phillips has indicated back points, 6-5.
2
Holker.
near fall points on that cradle. The escape to Holman, and that's it. And Aaron Holker on the near fall is the National High School Wrestling Champion by a 6-5 score at 119 pounds.
Earlier I mentioned
to Skylar Holman from Oklahoma.
Earlier I mentioned, Rob, about maybe having that one thing you haven't seen, whack. Here came a cradle, a moment of relaxation, and you won a national title.
Holman maybe sensing he was close to the edge, almost out, thinking he would get out of that situation. He did not, and Holker got the near fall in the win. And here's Billy Baldwin with our champion Aaron Holker.
Congratulations, high school national championship, fantastic. Listen, third period, you get hit for passivity, a stalling point. It ties it up late in the third period. What's going on through your mind? What do you want to do here to try and finish this strong and win the national championship in the last 30 seconds?
I either wanted to ride him out, going to overtime, and or else I'll just try getting back points, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
Basically.
And the cradle presented itself, and you took full advantage, huh?
Yes, it was sitting there right for me, and I just wanted to turn him on his back and get back points, just hold him there for the rest of the period to get this match over with.
So that's 2 in a row from the state of Utah. How do you feel about that?
Utah's coming on strong in the past years. I think that if we all go to the universities, which are in Utah, we'd be a lot better than the universities.
Good answer, good answer. Congratulations.